Interesting. You're like the first to bring up AIPAC in years, which is interesting.
I will not vote for a candidate that takes $1 from AIPAC.
It's interesting. I mean, it's interesting. I haven't thought about AIPAC. And it's interesting. You're like the first to bring up AIPAC in years, which is interesting. Why did I say that? Not relevant to my day-to-day life.
Okay.
Which is just interesting.
Listen.
It's interesting you say that. JPAC perhaps more, but AIPAC less and less.
Okay. Fair enough.
Which is just interesting.
What's interesting about it?
That it's just interesting as you bring up AIPAC that it hasn't been part of, I'm just reflecting quite openly and honestly, hasn't been part of the day-to-day.
Yeah. The only reason why I ask is because with that, what I'm talking about is lobbying in and of itself.
So in the moment, I don't think Van Lathan was getting the hint that Gavin was dropping. Gavin was subtly trying to be like, maybe you're an anti-Semite. Maybe that's what he was getting at. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, interesting. You bring up AIPAC. Interesting. That's him being like, why would you bring that up? Why are you so obsessed with the Jews? That's like the implication there. And so that was his reaction. But it's now been, like I said, maybe about a month since this podcast. And Gavin, if there's one thing he is for sure, it's a shapeshifter. So now he does this new podcast with Jack Cocciarella, and listen to what he says here. This is a big switch up from what he said previously.
A little bit ago, you did an interview, Higher Learning, and the question of AIPAC came up.
Oh, yeah.
And like it wasn't really necessarily a question of AIPAC.
It was just a random, I hadn't thought about AIPAC, which I've never received any money from AIPAC.
It was
sort of curious.
Kind of raised. AIPAC, DMFI, the Israel lobby at large. This has become a big conversation.
Yeah, I know
and someone like myself, and I think at this point, a broad majority of Democrats are saying, we don't want candidates who are taking money from AIPAC. Yeah. We don't want candidates who are beholden to the Israel lobby.
Right.
When you look at what you were able to accomplish with the groundswell of support financially from people who said, I want to back this. I want to back fighters. I want to back people who are independent of an establishment. How do you think about AIPAC now? And maybe someone like Seth Moulton who said, I want to return this money. I'm not taking it anymore. Yeah. How do you think that AIPAC should be involved or shouldn't be involved?
Well, they've never been involved with me. I've never received $1 from them in my entire political career. So that's sort of absolute. So I've had an opinion on that going back decades now. But I will always be a present there. I don't take tobacco money, oil money. I've never taken AIPAC money. I mean, there's certain absolutes that are the lines that have been drawn for decades for me. And those will continue. And to the extent they need to evolve because of the devolution of certain interests, and we're experiencing that in real time along the lines of what we're talking, perhaps that will even grow. But the small dollar is become just the lifeblood for me of movement politics.